The New York State Police works to ensure the safety of the state's roadways, prevent and investigate crime, prepare for and respond to emergencies and disasters, and provide support to other law enforcement agencies. To take action to ensure safety while performing our duties, above all, protect life and property, be cognizant of your own safety and the safety of the citizens you encounter, encourage other members to strive for safety. To ensure everyone receives respectful and dedicated service while safeguarding their rights, treat everyone with courtesy and professionalism, take initiative and responsibility in performance of duties, be considerate and involve all parties in problem solving, show concern and compassion for others.
July 18, 2024. Albany, NY. As part of the state budget, lawmakers authorized New York's Department of Corrections and Community Supervision, DOCCS, to close 5 prisons. On Thursday, DOCCS announced the closure process will begin immediately at Great Meadow and Sullivan Correctional Facilities. For both facilities, officials slated November 6 as the final day of operations. According to DOCCS, their careful review of 44 prisons aimed at increasing efficiency and evaluated infrastructure, security, staffing, medical services, how many people were incarcerated at each facility, and the potential impact on local communities. These closures are necessary action in response to the needs of both incarcerated individuals and staff, as most DOCCS prisons are operating well below their respective capacities, and DOCCS continues to experience challenges with fully staffing the facilities, said State Senator Julia Salazar, a Democrat and the chair of the Senate Committee on Crime and Correction. The decision to close Great Meadow CF and Sullivan CF is a responsible decision that I fully support. DOCCS said that there were 33,419 people incarcerated in New York's correctional facilities as of Thursday, July 18. That's a 54% decline in population since 1999, when they counted 72,773. Their announcement described the difficult decision of choosing which to close, but that they'll offer all staff new positions elsewhere, and that they don't expect any layoffs. In fact, DOCCS highlighted the fact that the number of prison guards plummeted alongside prison populations. The announcement said, "If we do not see an increase in recruitment, it may be necessary to consider additional closures within the fiscal year." Even so, as State Senate Majority Leader Rob Ortt said, "It's disappointing that DOCCS has decided to move ahead and close 2 upstate prisons with just over 90 days' notice. Our conference stood in opposition to the prison closures included in this year's budget, particularly with such inadequate notice for the communities and employees. Prison closures have a ripple effect. They have a negative economic impact on their host communities, a negative impact on staff who must be moved around, and can lead to overcrowding that will further endanger the brave men and women who work in the prisons." January 17, 2024. Rochester, New York. A Rochester man is in custody after investigators say he made several threats towards Monroe County officials, including County Executive Adam Bello. New York State Police along with the Monroe County Sheriff's Office say Raymond Gerard, 34, repeatedly called the Monroe County office building starting in December of 2022, leaving increasingly aggressive messages. On January 4, Gerard allegedly identified himself before making several direct threats towards county employees and Bello. The Monroe County Sheriff's Office and New York State Police investigated, and police say they discovered a video of Gerard, appearing to be pointing a gun, unprovoked, at an individual outside of a gas station. Police arrested Gerard on Saturday. He has been charged with making a terroristic threat, aggravated harassment, and endangering the welfare of a child. Police then searched Gerard's home, at which point he was charged with 2 counts of criminal possession of a weapon and 2 counts of criminal possession of stolen property. Gerard also faces federal charges for being a felon in possession of ammunition, which carries a maximum penalty of 15 years in prison. Officers found multiple rounds of live and spent ammunition, some from out of state. Officers say he resides in the house with his girlfriend and 2 small children. In 2016, Gerard was convicted in Monroe County Court of attempted criminal possession of a weapon, and is legally prohibited from possessing ammunition. According to the complaint, the NCSO and New York State Police have ongoing investigations into him, stemming from not only the death threat, but also for possession of stolen property and identity theft. Attorneys were not available for comment on Wednesday. The judge said Gerard is eligible for public defender, and a status conference is set for February 21st. Bail is set on the state charges, but has not been posted. Update July 9, 2024. A Rochester man who was accused of making terroristic threats towards Monroe County officials pleaded guilty to ammo charges in federal court Monday. Raymond Gerard, 35, pleaded guilty to being a felon in possession of ammunition. He is scheduled to be sentenced on October 9. In December 2022, investigators said Gerard called the Monroe County office building and left aggressive messages. On January 4, Gerard identified himself before making threats towards county employees and Monroe County Executive Adam Bello. During an investigation into these threats, MCSO and New York State Police found a video that appeared to show Gerard pointing a gun unprovoked at someone outside a gas station. A search of Gerard's home uncovered multiple rounds of live and spent ammunition, some of which was from out of state. Officers also found 2 guns, a dagger, 2 stolen computers, and multiple stolen credit cards. Gerard was originally charged with making a terroristic threat, aggravated harassment, and endangering the welfare of a child. He was also charged with 2 counts each of criminal possession of a weapon and criminal possession of stolen property. Upon sentencing for the federal charge this fall, Gerard faces a maximum of 15 years in prison.
Equality before the law, also known as equality under the law. Equality in the eyes of the law, legal equality, or legal egalitarianism, is the principle that all people must be equally protected by the law. The rule of law is a political ideal that all citizens and institutions within a country, state, or community are accountable to the same laws, including lawmakers and leaders. It is sometimes stated simply as no one is above the law.